Hey friends, it's the end of August. We've been playing by the new NAR settlement rules since the 17th. I wanted to recap what the new rules are for buyers, sellers, and agents in the market and make sure you're up to date on those new rules, as well as share how we're actually seeing it play out in real time. So new rules for buyers now that the NAR settlement rules have taken effect. The big one is that before you go tour properties, you need to hire a realtor. This means signing a buyer agency agreement, a commitment to work with a realtor, and how they're going to get paid if you do buy a house. Now, when we find the perfect home for you and we make that offer, we're going to ask the seller to cover that expense for you so that you don't have to come out of pocket for the commission at closing. And in most cases, what we've seen is that sellers are still willing to cover this cost. But if we do run into a situation where a seller is not willing to pay that commission or not willing to pay all of it, it's decision time. Are you willing to pay your agent's commission as an additional fee at closing, or is this just not the right house for you? In which case, we'll go find the perfect home somewhere else. Now, I understand if this isn't a scenario that you're comfortable with, maybe you're not that far along in the home buying process, in which case open houses will still be available to you to go tour at your convenience without the commitment of hiring a realtor ahead of time. And if that's where you're at right now, that's okay. Let me know, and I would be happy to email you a list of open houses in your area that are happening this weekend. So new rules for sellers resulting from the NAR settlement and the new rules that took effect on August 17th. So for sellers, we're no longer going to advertise the buyer agency commission on the MLS. This means it also won't be syndicated out to Zillow and Realtor.com and all the other real estate websites. Now you can still pay a buyer agency commission, and I would argue that you will get a better price and more offers for your home if you are willing to help with that expense. But we're not going to advertise it. When a buyer brings an offer on your home, they're going to list the price and the down payment and the loan type and of all these other terms. And one of those terms is now going to be how much commission they are requesting from you for their agent. And that's a game time decision. You can look at all the other details of the offer and see if that commission seems fair, if that's an expense you're willing to pay, some or all of, or in some cases, maybe you're not willing to pay it at all. But they're going to ask it, and you're going to have a chance to respond to that request just like you are all the other terms in the offer. I think this is good for sellers, and I think at the end of the day, everyone's going to win.